What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Roko Bros. I'm Ed, he's Dave, and today we're reviewing Haikyuu episode 1, season 2 of To The Top. I mean, it was a really good first episode, kind of getting you back into the swing of things, getting you back into the feel of the game, and I think they did a really good job, because even though I think the final score before the episode ended was 10-7 or something like that. I think that, it was really just a feeler episode. They just were feeling each other out, seeing what each team had to offer, what they had to bring. And what I really liked about it was that, Karasuno didn't seem outmatched, It's their first, is it first or second match in the national tournament? I think it's the second match.
I'm not sure. I mean, it's been a while since I want to say second, because the whole prior one to this one was against Shirato Izawa, I think.
Oh, I think so. So we saw this, and it's their second match. They didn't get overwhelmed. Their opponents were apparently the second place team at the Inter High, and they came from the mud too. They was trying to build their own legacy too, and it was really, really cool to see those differing styles compete against each other, but also them taking things from each other. With Karasuno watching the film to see how their ace server would serve, to the other team matching the super quick that Karasuno's known for. And they just seemed like they did that shit on the fly, because their setter that motherfucker's out here.
Dual wielder. It's that twin synchronicity. We talked about that in the live reaction. There's just something about that twin synchronicity where you can't plan for that. That just is what it is. It's they gonna put the ball up, have utter and complete faith in each other. Not to say that any other team's not, but that if it's a 1% or if Kageyama and Hinata have 98 synchronicity, these niggas got 99, and that matters a hell of a lot in this game of points. It's just 1 point or you deucing it. You know what I'm saying? But I know this episode, like you said, was a good setter episode, because they kind of just hop right into it. I almost feel like I should have watched the last episode from season 1 of To The Top prior to this one to get me ready for this episode, because they kind of just flow right into it, almost as if nothing changed. It was all right, we just gonna smooth it, because there wasn't a lot of intense moments. It was more so we score, you score, but you really didn't feel on edge for the game. It's still we still got a few more points until we get to that point where, all right, who's going to take this first round? And when it gets to that point, that's when it's really going to rev up. But as far as them breaking down, it's they already give you an attachment to the I don't know the name of the of who Kurosano's playing, but they already kind of give you attachment to their players. Between the twins, you see one twin's more serious than the other ones, and we really haven't even gotten much exposition on the twin with the gray hair or what he's about. He seems to be the more serious one, but when the one with the blonde hair, when he's ready, he's ready. So it's a whole bunch of different. Their ace, I think it's the black guy, Aron or whatever. That guy, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, no. Any team that has a black guy, we're behind it, all right? And just like you said, this nigga was out here. Right? He was.
He scored his points. I hadn't seen Suki in there. He was in there, but I want to see my Suki moments. Suki is the one, but
yes.
But it was more so just going in, kind of breaking stuff down, what the team is known for. And I'm not really sure what that team is known for. I think it's just good classic, hey, we're a solid team and we're not going to give up. Like I said, they haven't really pulled out all the stops. You see that the server, who's a dual wheel server, he's got multiple servers. It don't matter if you know how many steps I take and what's coming. I plan for that. I'm practicing in nationals or whatever with Kageyama and them. I expect y'all to do film on me. That's what it is. But that don't mean y'all can stop it once it's in game. Looking at it is one thing. Applying it is a whole nother thing as far as trying to stop it. Even, what's his name? Nishinoya saw that floater coming at him, hit him straight in the face on some, Hinata stuff. That's a Hinata move. Hit you straight in the face.
Hinata move. Now, unlike Hinata, that shit didn't work out. Like when that shit hit off his foot, he didn't even see it. But
I like to see Kurosawa not really be pressured, even with the crowd cheering and fucking up the rhythm or whatever. They got their crowd coming in there kind of off, balance off the cheering. It's like, all right, y'all setting the rhythm and the tempo. Fuck that. We're going to hit you with some traditional Japanese-ish, you know what I'm saying? With some flutes and whatnot. It's like, is that? So, yeah, nigga, we hit you with some rhythm real quick.
Yeah, they did break it down a little bit. He was just like, okay. He was vibing for a second. He was like...
And then near like the latter half episode, that shit didn't matter. So we understand that, like, okay, the crowd, you was here, but now you don't really mean shit to us. I mean, you there. But, I like how they show that everything... as far as in volleyball makes a difference, whether it's the crowd, whether it's just foot placement. Mm-hmm. It's like, damn, and it takes people who are elite to be able to recognize, like, damn, that step was fucking perfect. And that's one thing that they kept saying this episode, but it was more so underlined, unless you really paid attention to it, was perfection. These twins or that team, they excel in perfection. His step, perfection. That toss, perfection. That hit, perfection. It was like that timing, perfection. Everything that they do is perfect. And when you do the basics perfectly, I used to play football and run track. It's like, what did they used to say to me? It's like, it said, practice is like, it's not practice makes perfect. Mm-hmm. It's a perfect practice makes perfect.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If you're perfectly practicing what you're supposed to do in your execution, it's like if you're executing what you need to do perfectly, it's like, damn, there's really no way to beat that, because even if it's like the bare bones basics, if it's the bare bones basics and you perfected the bare bones basics,
that's what you got.
You can continue to build on that and evolve it.
And it don't ever leave you. It's like boxing or MMA. Like a lot of those guys, like, when you start studying it, you like, a lot of pro boxers might not move in the same way that when you're learning it. They actually move a little bit different. They might keep their hands down. They might not keep the correct spacing or something like that. But they all train the fundamentals so heavily that, like, when you get tired, when it's round 9 and the nigga's trying to hit you in the face, you still remember that slip, roll, keep your hands up. like you remember the little things. And because it's the little things, just like Dave said, it's the little things that make the big things happen. It's being able to practice those little things, that first step, that first touch, that first placement of the ball that sets up everything else to come. You can't be going up here saying you're going to do jump spikes and shit if you're not getting that first step right. And this team seems like that they get the fundamentals down pat. And that's going to be a tough team to take out.
And because it's like, what he was saying, it's like, with their perfection, like they were even saying it on Kurosawa's side, like Nishinoya was like, if I'm just 1 second off, it's a botched play. If you're 1 second off, or you don't, pretty much, if you're not countering this perfectly, you're fucked, pretty much.
And it already puts you in a bad position, because like now you're not reacting, you're thinking. Mm-hmm. And if you play sports, you already know, once you start thinking too much, that's when the bad things happen. That's when you start fucking up, because you're letting the other team get in your head, trying to guess what they're gonna do. Like it's like a pitcher being on the mound and you're trying to hit. It's like, oh damn, he's gonna throw a fastball, he's gonna throw a curve right now. Well, he might throw a slider right here. Well, once you got there, the pitcher already won.
And once you put yourself in a certain position, like they were trying to set themselves up for the floater. Like you set yourself up for the position of the floater, but like what if a floater didn't come? Like what if he's just getting you in that rhythm to anticipate a floater or anticipate this particular movement, but what you don't know is I can hit something different outside of these steps. You know, it's like, so now I'm throwing off your rhythm and I'm making you. I mean, that's pretty much the theme of the episode. I'm throwing off your rhythm and getting you into my rhythm, and that shit matters a hell of a lot as far as momentum. It's like, as far as like any type of gameplay. It's like if I'm playing Fighter Z, and I'm more of a meticulous person, and I'm beating you down, but somebody's coming and they usually do like, you know, a lot of speed blitzing. It's like I have to make sure I stay within my rhythm and play my game and not come into their shit. But their shit's so perfect, you almost like, fuck, I'm on the back leg already trying to defend this because it's perfectly executed. Mm-hmm. Perfect execution. It's like, how do you counter a perfect execution with a perfect counter? But do you have enough faith within yourself to execute this counter perfectly? But I mean, it seems Kurosawa is, you know, they're not letting it. I mean, that's more so Daichi though. Daichi can't
El Capitan, the leader, the boss, keeping everybody's head level. And that's what a good leader is supposed to do. Like, Daichi's probably not the best player on the team, but he knows how to lead everyone and keep everyone's cool to the point that they can still keep focused on the goal. And that shit is invaluable in team sports.
It's like they're already down 3 points, but they've been in this position before. They said it's like, hey, this ain't the first time we faced strong service. Like, sure as fuck ain't not. Like, hell no. Like, service they faced, some real niggas.
They were. But yes, for Daichi, reminding them of that because it's the Nationals.
And you coming off a win off of Shiro Torizawa, and that wasn't an easy win. And you might be riding high and coasting, but you can't let that go to your head during these times when you have a team that they're like the team that they're facing is like, hey, nigga, you might not be as intimidated by us as you were as them, but we're gonna make sure that you understand who we are, and you're gonna put some respect on our name. And it's like, we're not underestimating you, we're not overestimating you. We understand who you are. We understand who Kurosawa is. And it's like, and they're gonna come in there and they're gonna play their game. But that's kind of what it is right now. And at this point, and nobody's on edge. Like we said before, they're filling each other out. It's a filling out process. They said like they're enjoying the game. They're having fun. But slowly but surely, that's just gonna rev up, and you're gonna realize, oh shit, these are the Nationals on the line. Fuck that buddy shit, because they have to figure out who these players are on the court. It's like you already got the player who's with Kageyama, who's reading Kageyama's movements, and Kageyama's trying to move. And Kageyama's that motherfucker. But Kageyama's moving accordingly. It's like, all right, cool. I got this. I see what you're doing. I see what they're doing. Damn. These niggas. All right, he put that up, and he fooled me. All right. I'm gonna keep that in the memory bank, because we still don't know what these other individuals on their team are capable of. We only know really what the blonde hair guy can do. He's still pulling stuff out his ass. And then the twins are coming together, synchronizing. But we got to see what Iran, the brother, can do. Or we got to see what you know these blockers are capable of, because they haven't really put any pressure on anybody. Nobody's had like a real standout moment in this episode. But you know that shit's coming.
Oh yeah.
You know that shit's coming.
Oh yeah.
And it's coming strong. It was almost like, let's get this bullshit out the way, and we're going to really turn this motherfucker up extra heavy with some extra sauce. Seasoning, nigga. It's flipping that bitch in the kitchen. Scoop.
Yes. Throwing all types of seasoning in there. Not just no damn salt and pepper and shit. You got garlic powder. Onion powder and shit.
Garlic powder is OP as fuck.
It is. And to all y'all motherfuckers out there, throw garlic powder in your shit.
Garlic or some whole garlic chopped up or something like that. This ain't a cooking channel, but we gonna teach you motherfuckers.
Yes!
Cooking it up, bro. But that's all we got. Hell, I think we poured a good bit out of this episode, and it really didn't have a lot going on.
Really?
That's talent, nigga. Look.
No. That is talent, because I ain't gonna lie. I was like, man, not that much happened in the episode, but I mean, it's almost a microcosm of the episode and of the match itself. Like, not that much happened, but when you're really into it, you know what's going on. you start honing in on the little things. You see that there's so much under the surface. There's layers to this shit, and you see that shit. And thank y'all for being with us and watching us break this shit down, because we gonna keep it going. This is gonna be a race to the dang finish, if I'm correct. And so we're gonna be here for every step of the ride. And thank you guys for joining with us on it.
Absolutely. And be sure to check out some of the other videos on the channel. We will be reviewing Jujutsu Kaisen. We already did episode 1. That's up on the channel right now. Be sure to check that out. We'll be reviewing episode 2 next week. No Bleach is coming out next week. We're going to be covering that. He's going to be covering Akudama Drive.
Yep.
Going to be covering that. I'm looking at a show on Netflix. What's the name of it? The Great Pretender or something like that. I think it's made by the same people who did Fulikuli, and something about Shingeki no Kyoji. So I'm going to look at that. I'll probably binge watch it on y'all behalf and let y'all know if y'all should or should not watch it. You know what I'm saying? We do the work for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We do the work for y'all. We grab these anime and manga because we know it's just kind of hard and tedious. Like, should we watch this? That's what we here for. We gonna grab these anime and manga, and we gonna let y'all know. It's like, hey, this shit right here is dope because our word is valid, and you gonna know. You know what I'm saying? I think we're going to be reacting to the new Baki trailer, so stay tuned for that. But past that, guys, that's the end of this review, man. And be sure to check us out on check out all the other content on the channel. We got time.
And again, hey, if you like what you saw, man, please go ahead and check out that subscribe button and follow us on all platforms at Roko Bros, man. But
like, share, subscribe, and comment.
Hey, and until next time.